welcome to the Lesson a Day podcast. Don't ask us to explain the name, or we're not going to. I'm Kay.
I'm Kiko.
And we're here to talk about books, movies, TV shows, geeky things. Spoiler warning for every piece of media ever created. Will it always be accurate? No, but we will be talking about it. Today we have a repeat guest with us, Anna.
Our resident One Piece expert.
Our resident One Piece expert.
Yeah.
Today, we're just going to go ahead and dive into our main topic. It is the Thanksgiving season. And you know what? They start Christmas stuff all the way in November. And I don't think that's fair because Thanksgiving deserves more love. So we're going to show it a little love.
Yeah, we're going to show so much love.
We're going to show it so much love because our resident One Piece expert has created a compilation for us. You want to talk about it, Anna?
Yeah, so I just put together a bunch of fictional foods. Some of them have magical effects, some of them don't. They're just iconic, and I want to hear you guys' thoughts. You can rank them, you can judge them, you can grade them.
Can we eat them?
Some of them you can eat.
Are you like there's some inedible?
Some of them I don't recommend.
Okay, so how do we want to do this? Do we want to give it like a tier list? Do we want to just rank them like?
I think should we tier list them?
I think tier list because I don't think you should rank these because like all of the media has things. I say rank them in this tier list with the idea of like how iconic is it? Would you like it? The effect that it has. Mm-hmm. Is it memorable?
We
things
should
like
create
that.
like a tier list then. Like
Okay.
We'll send you all of the photos for this wonderful tier list of the media.
Okay.
I am excited.
So we'll do S, A, B, C, D, and then an F tier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Then let's kick things off. This is already a really cute looking.
I know, right?
It is making me hungry. We haven't eaten lunch yet.
I tried my best. I'm not to Kiko's level of
No, your
Megan,
best is better than my.
That's
but I thought we can start
I'm all
off
for supporting Anna, but your graphic design skills cannot be understated.
You know what's so crazy? That I used a template. I did a lot of copy paste.
I also use a template. Anyway. Shall we get started?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's begin. So I thought we can start off pretty easy with something from The Lord of the Rings. It's one of the most iconic tales of fantasy and adventure. So the most classic fictional food for me is lembas bread. A little bit about it. It's a corn-based product made by the elves and often is known as elvish whey bread. For a flavor profile, it's sweet, pleasant, and like a wafer. And for the movie, they just use shortbread cookies.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Lembas bread has always looked dry to me. I feel like
the movie lembas bread is not. We're not gonna for movie. Well, for movie one we'll do D tier, but it makes you full, right? Like it's useful.
Do make you full though.
So I think I'll put it in C. But book lembas bread, I think I'd put it A tier. Like get you a bread that does it all.
As a person who's like running around so much, having a food that just makes you feel like you've eaten a whole meal.
Okay, it's magical protein bars. Like I don't.
But protein bars doesn't do this to this effect, right?
If you eat the right one.
Yeah, you gotta recommend me some brands. If you're getting lembas bread effect protein bars.
That Kirkland brand. I don't know, dude. I just feel like it's probably gross as hell. Like, I feel like this is a C tier food.
I feel like book and movie should be separate.
Okay. If you really feel that way,
I think then get you a bread that does it all.
I'm gonna say then movie is D tier.
Fine, and then I'll do fine. The book one can be B tier. I'll concede to B tier.
B tier. Okay.
B for bread. Let's get
bread.
This bread is what they said.
I'm just saying it's just bread, yang. Like I would
it's
rather
good bread.
I would rather eat like a proper meal. Like if you're a traveler on the go, absolutely. I get it. I just feel like
but it's so useful.
And I also feel like I am like a hobbit and I could eat several.
You gotta get those taters.
Nah.
When they were saying like it's sweet, it's pleasant, I was thinking brioche. And then they're like, it's like a wafer.
Yo, now Kiko's brioche though.
Kiko makes great brioche.
Kiko's brioche. Hang on, I'm gonna add that to the list. That
only
is
brioche
fantasy level.
Brioche.
Kiko's brioche is next level.
It's fantasy food because you'll never get it again.
So delicious.
Okay.
It's so good. Okay.
So we've decided?
We've
Yes.
decided.
Next. Harry Potter, I decided we should talk about Bertie Botts' Every Flavor Beans. They were one of the most popular sweets in the wizarding world, invented by Bertie Botts. They're almost the same as Muggle jelly beans, except the range of flavors encompassed every possible flavor imaginable. No way of telling for sure what flavor you're getting, but sometimes you can guess by the color source. I was going to add a list of like the known flavors, but it is incredibly long, so I give up. I know Dumbledore ate earwax though.
Yeah, I've had like the version of these that are sold, I think, in the wizarding world.
I gagged for 10 minutes straight after eating a bad one.
I feel like they're iconic though.
Yeah, but they're iconic. That's the thing. So I would put them maybe C tier.
There's okay. Here's my argument for you for why this should be an F tier food. All right, because even if you take out like the magical element of it, it's just jelly beans, and jelly beans are not a good candy. They're kind of just they're gummy. They get stuck to your teeth. The flavors are always so like artificial and terrible.
Yeah, even like the like quote unquote good flavors aren't that
good. Like
sometimes you can't tell the good.
They're just kind of nasty regardless. So,
but they're so iconic.
So like in terms of a fantasy food, I feel like it's a good fantasy food.
Yeah, but they do nothing for you.
Yeah,
you know?
like if I was
they're
in the
fun fantasy.
If
food.
I was in the wizarding world, there's so many other things that I would want to eat. Like the beans are so low on the like.
Beans
if I
are
was
such
like,
a British
if I was
thing.
like, if I was, no,
of course it would be.
You know,
jelly
anti-colonial.
beans.
No, like if I was dropped into Hogwarts, I'm not running to Hogsmeade to get
Forking.
beans, bro. I'm going there for like the honeydew sweets. You know, I'm going there for like the pumpkin pies or cauldron cakes or like the.
Also, cauldron cake is apparently even in the like franchise just cake.
Yeah, I
It's
like cake.
just cake.
I'd rather eat cake than beans. Like, this is an F tier. I feel like this is F tier.
Yeah, okay, fine, F tier.
I thought they could be.
We could add another tier that's iconic but nasty.
Iconic but nasty.
Okay, next, and I want to mix this. I have ambrosia from Percy Jackson and the Olympians. It also kind of ties into chaos, but I like Percy Jackson more than chaos, and I will die on that hill. So
Okay, that's fair.
Chaos ambrosia is the F tier because it's made out of souls.
Soul.
Souls.
here's the little pitch. It's healing god food used in emergencies when demigods are seriously hurt. Ambrosia will cure almost any injury, although too much will make a demigod feverish, and it kills mortals. And at Camp Half-Blood, it comes in squares and sealed bags, and on Mountain Olympus, you can get it in a stick. It's supposed to taste like your favorite thing.
I feel like it's both S tier and F tier at the same time.
I was about to
it
say.
will kill us,
That's what I was
but if it
about
applies to you,
say.
it can heal wounds. That's
I was like, you know
so
what?
good.
I'm salty as hell. I'm not a demigod. I'm a normal.
Okay, but
instant death on one hand, death.
We'll put it in both S tier and F tier.
it will be the best food you have ever eaten in your entire life. It will be the most
it
reminiscent.
tastes like
bullshit.
chicken
It's some
poblano
cop-out
enchiladas.
Bullshit.
That is what my ambrosia would taste like.
It's like Maggie noodle.
Poblano
You know what? That's so
enchiladas.
true. The best food I've ever had in my life is noodles, like instant noodles. The dollar store ramen ain't worth it. Ain't worth death.
Okay, but imagine you could eat it.
S tier and F tier. I'm
S
putting
tier,
them in
then
both.
let's average it and say it's a C tier then.
Ambrosia being C tier is so funny.
That's
Literal,
what it
the
deserves.
food of the
You know
gods.
What? You know what? You know what? This is racist. This is exclusionary. Percy Jackson, do better.
All right, next. We have the Drink Me potion from Alice in Wonderland. So Alice is first seen drinking from this bottle, which shrinks her to a small size. And then she does so again, and she grows big and grows small and plummets, landing in the bottle and floats through the doorknob where she enters Wonderland. I actually have the description from the book of what this tastes like, and I want you guys to see how it escalates on what the fuck this is. It tastes like cherry tart, custard, pineapple, roast turkey, toffee, and hot buttered toast. That is the flavor profile of this.
The most British thing.
That's
Only the first 4 flavors were mentioned before Alice realized that she was changing. So it's unknown of whether or not it actually did taste like toffee and hot buttered toast. So the last taste was turkey.
wait. So isn't there a thing in Willy Wonka where there's like it's like a meal? Like
The
a little-
gob.
Those are like
that's
the chewing gum.
That's a chewing gum.
Chewing
Yeah,
gum.
This
yeah,
is like just the magic potion that Alice drinks.
yeah. Scott Lang wishes is all I'll say. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if it makes you big again, like I guess you're limited. I would put it in D tier because if you've ever seen the video game Grounded, it's a bad time all around.
this is true.
It's bad time.
This is true. No, you eat the cookies to get big again, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So just the
Yeah.
shrink you. I think D tier.
D tier.
Because it won't really help us in the situation we're in now.
That's true.
I feel like it's iconic enough to be a C tier because
Okay,
Alice
we can
in
bump it up to C
Wonderland.
tier.
I mean,
I'm happy to bump it up to C tier. Like, it could be worse.
The fact that so many of these are just it's bad or it's average.
Well, okay, so let's talk about the flavor, though. I feel like there's too much going on there. Roast turkey, like...
The roast turkey.
Roast turkey, and I hate pineapple too. Like, I just don't like pineapple. So roast
You don't
turkey
like pina
and
coladas?
roast turkey is dry as hell. Can you like, or like turkey is
a
dry
drink
as
that
hell.
makes you thirstier.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I'll give it C simply because it is iconic. But honestly, like be so for
taste.
real. Like I'd rather eat the cookies. You know.
Yeah,
And
we could crush people.
Side note,
Crush
look
people.
at how nice Alice's manicure is.
Yeah,
I
damn.
know, right?
Damn.
Yeah, I was about to comment on that. I was like, what
Damn.
a perfectly oval nail.
Perfect manicure. Okay, next. Avatar: The Last Airbender's Fire Flakes. So
don't know
in the
this
last Airbender's first 2 seasons, you could only like really imagine what the Fire Nation was. So this is like one of the foods that helps build that image of what the Fire Nation's culture is like. It's like one of the only ties to the culture for the majority of the series, and it is described as spicy. And that's it. There's no like real life counterpart. I've seen like cornflakes, but spicy fire flake.
No, we like Indians have those
Yeah, no, this
cornflakes.
is like an
I hate those. That's F tier for me, and I don't eat spice. This is immediate F tier for Kiko. Okay, immediate F tier for me.
Yeah, I don't do spicy foods either. Like
Also, that's so uncreative. These are chili flakes.
So just F tier.
F tier, F for fire.
Okay, fair. All right, then this next one we're gonna have a lot of fun with. From Critical Role, the blueberry cupcake, Jester's cupcake.
okay.
So tiny spoilers.
well, you haven't seen the scene yet, right?
I haven't seen the scene, but I know the blueberry cupcake is a thing.
Okay.
Okay, so let's not talk too much about like,
Essentially,
the context.
Jester gives a blueberry cupcake. On it is the dust of deliciousness. So we're kind of doing the combo of the blueberry cupcake with the dust of deliciousness, which essentially help Jester cast modify memory.
Brother, I keep telling you not to spoil.
I'm not spoiling. But yeah, so it's a blueberry cupcake with the dust of deliciousness, and it is one of the most iconic foods from the show.
Okay. On one hand, yes, incredibly iconic. This was one of the best moments of the whole campaign. On the other hand, it's
A blueberry cupcake.
Not only is it a blueberry cupcake,
Okay.
it's a stale. It has been in her bag for weeks.
But it has the dust of deliciousness on it, which makes it like incredible, increases the flavor, and makes it have like all of these effects. So it's not just a standard blueberry cupcake.
I understand it's not a standard blueberry cupcake, but it has been sitting in Jester's bag.
Like
think of the
in my
gross-
mind, like I know it's been in there. Like I know where she keeps her sweets, you know? And also it's a blueberry. I would rather have a blueberry muffin, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't go out of
Isn't
my
a
way to
blueberry muffin just a blueberry cupcake without frosting?
I like the texture of a blueberry muffin
I
better.
actually don't even like. What is a blueberry? Like, do blueberry cupcakes just have like?
I've never had a
blueberries
blueberry
in them, or are
cupcake
they
in my
blueberry
life.
flavor? I haven't either.
I don't even like the blueberry flavor.
You don't. The whole plot has changed. Kiko just hates blueberries.
I do hate blueberries.
I feel like it's got to be iconic but nasty.
Okay, so it would be delicious because of the dust, but
It would be delicious,
But I
because
don't
the
wanna
dust-
eat it.
blueberries.
So it would be delicious blueberry cupcake, but I don't like blueberries, so it would be nasty.
So where do we want to
Iconic but
Iconic
nasty.
nasty.
Okay, iconic but nasty. Okay, this next one's a bit of a stretch. From Crown of Candy, Dimension 20's show, Food Steal. So I need you guys to open your mind a little bit. Within the world of Calorum, weapons are not made of typical metals, but different kinds of food steel. Variations include bacon steel, water steel, cheese steel, and eggplant steel. So food, you don't have to eat it, but it is a food. Swords made of food.
But if you eat it, it'll cut your mouth.
I feel like you could eat cheese steel before it kills you.
But they use cheese to cut things. The cheese steel to cut things.
I know, but I feel like the usefulness of this is great. I think it's creative. I think it's iconic.
If I want to kill somebody from Crown of Candy, I will simply put them in my mouth. Like,
No, we would be the what are the drains? What was it called? The drains, the grinders.
it's been forever. I don't know, but yeah.
In which one's the one where Matt Mercer was a DM?
The Ravening War.
Yes, the Ravening War. You've watched it, right?
Nope. I hated Crown of Candy, and I want to watch The Ravening War, but like I'm hesitant.
I also hated Crown of Candy.
Yeah, I did not. That was not fun for me, but.
Yeah, most of the foods that I also found from Dimension 20 were just food. So I was like, I think this is a cool concept.
Ice cream from
I know, I looked that up. They don't have the flavors anywhere. I'm like, wait, what did they eat
The ice
there?
cream from Bristol.
It's
I
just
think it's
ice
general
cream.
ice cream. The lemon custard the yogurt and
Galier's yogurt.
Galier's
No,
yogurt,
yeah.
10 out of 10.
But I feel like this
tier
was
food.
like a cool fantasy
Yeah.
food.
It is.
I think I would put it in A tier. No, yeah, I mean, it could cut you though.
It could, like, that's the thing, is like it will kill you.
It will kill you, but wouldn't it be worth it?
What, to eat cheese, brother?
Forking.
Of cheese.
You hate blueberries, but you love cheese.
Look, the eggplant is one of the options, and for that alone, it's a D tier for me.
Water steel though.
I think the water steel
hydrated.
is so
Forking.
cool. I think that's so cool. And like just an idea of a sword made of water.
Isn't
and then,
this just literally supposed to be a spin-off of like Valyrian steel?
Yeah, but like I think it's so funny and how it's used in the show too. Of like, yeah, water will mess up candy.
Water, the ultimate
Yeah,
killer.
no,
the
okay,
ultimate
that is
killer.
cool. That is cool.
I think it's a really cool concept.
I think C tier then. Honestly, it's
All right,
it's a
C
cool
tier, C
concept,
tier.
but like to eat it,
To eat it, it would probably kill. It will kill you.
Oh,
it
you guys
will
are gonna hate this next one.
Oh no.
The only thing I could find that I thought was fine, fairy wine from ACOTAR.
It's just
Fairy wine is a drink of fairies that produces great euphoria and disinhibition. So all of the stuff that I've read about this, because I didn't read ACOTAR and I'm not going to, was that it just makes you lose your mind, kind of.
Yeah,
and
that's
apparently
not-
the after effect is you throw up like crazy.
yeah, it's just not.
this is an F tier.
This is F tier for sure. Like the food in Alcatar was just food, if I'm being so honest.
There is that food. They go out like for dinner, I think, in A Court of Mist and
Oh,
Fury.
they have the cocktails, right?
No, isn't there like some dinner and like Reese is like really touched because Farrah's actually eating and enjoying the food and like because she was so traumatized or whatever.
I'm gonna be so
No, they made her drunk for that.
They made her drunk for
This is
on
how she
this.
did that.
Wow, great. Yeah, I don't know. This is some F tier shit. They call it wine and just put fairy in front of it. Like be so for real right now.
Like literally.
Wine but drugs.
Wine but drugs.
Yeah, one
more
more
drugs.
drugs. That is F tier.
My
Say no to
question
drugs,
is:
kids.
Farrah stupid? You don't eat food from fairies.
She's already
She's
a
already
fairy.
fairy.
At that
Oh,
point.
never mind then. I was like, don't eat the food.
No, fairy
No,
is
she
stupid,
does
but not
eat
for that.
food before she's a fairy.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even remember.
Well, she doesn't have a choice. She's a prisoner at that point.
Yeah.
Well,
She has no
It's
choice.
either
She has
eat food
to
or
A girl's
die.
gotta eat.
yeah, something
fine.
about her being in a cave and dancing.
Listen.
and
She was
puking.
gonna-
Oh, that's right. Kellen, yeah, that's
She
And
was
then-
gonna hunt and eat another, like a whole
Apparently,
fairy.
this
you know?
was just like her therapy at one point. Because like,
Listen, Farrah needs therapy.
Everyone in this book. Needs
everyone
therapy.
in ACOTAR, the whole Court of Nightmares needs therapy. Be
Yeah.
so for real.
okay, cool. And this next one is a fan favorite for me. From Doctor Who Adipose.
This is not a food.
This is food.
This
so
is
hear me
not a
out.
food.
So young adipose were hand-sized marshmallow-shaped beings composed of fat. They weigh at least 1 kilogram, and if you ate the adipose pill, you lose 1 kilogram each night. So here's my thing with adipose. Hear me out.
wait. Can I ask? Are you saying like the little marshmallow things, or are you talking about the pills?
The pills. The photo is for you guys to know what adipose are. The pills. Here's my pitch. It is a pill that you just take and you help a life cycle, but basically you lose 1 kilogram of fat just casually. You don't get addicted to it. You get to decide if you take it, and it's just at night. You don't feel it. It happens, and the thing goes
Sci-fi
away.
Ozempic.
Sci-fi Ozempic
That's
adipose,
exactly what I
and
was
they're
gonna say.
so cute. And it's one of my favorite episodes because I love that scene with Donna and the doctor with
Iconic
the
but
windows.
nasty.
It is iconic.
It's-
I don't think it's nasty. I think it's just a pill. I think it's just a weight loss pill.
Yeah,
B tier.
calling this food is crazy, but for the effect alone, look, if I could just take a pill to lose weight and not have to go to the gym, I would be incredibly happy.
But there's so many of those. We have them in real life. They just don't become cute
They,
little blobs.
you know what?
Yeah, and they're mostly harmless
They kinda
and cute
freak me out,
creatures
though.
who did nothing wrong.
The amount of them freaked me out. Like absolutely, the
and
amount
that
of them.
lady died, right? Because they did too many all at once, and she just like died.
Yeah, it was
See, but
kind of
that's
gross.
user error.
Okay, we have an
For me, it's
icon.
iconic but nasty.
Yeah, we have an iconic but nasty tier, but I think we should have a nasty but iconic tier. and that's what this is.
nasty but iconic.
We're making tiers because that's how you talk about fantasy food. I was gonna do the fish fingers and custard, but I was like,
No,
actually,
that would
I would
just be
die.
F tier.
That's just F tier.
Absolute F tier. straight
And
to F
I
tier.
love the adipose. I think they're adorable. I would love a cushion pillow. They're
They're
so
a little
cute.
creepy for me.
They're
There's
little
so many of them. And seeing so many of them really freaked me out.
There's something.
But yeah, they're it's absolutely something, and I'm happy they make you happy.
They make me very happy. Okay, the next one is a bit more obscure, but I love it. Relax Tea from Rune Factory, 4 in the Rune Factory franchise. It's in more of the games. Relax Tea is a tea infused with many herbs, and it cures all status effects but colds and increases resistance. And for its flavor kind of profile idea, it's Relax Tea leaves, honey, pink melon, and leek. Leek for me is kind of odd, but pink melon tea that makes like cures all your illnesses and like boosts immunity.
I think that's A tier for sure. Like for what it gives us, and it won't kill us mortals.
See, but the thing in my soul is I hate Relax Tea very much because it's so hard to get in the game.
It is very hard to craft, but once you're like high level, they're so good. Oh wait, it doesn't cure colds though. So
It doesn't cure
really
colds.
But how often do you get colds?
in real life.
No, in real life.
In real life. Yeah, I think A tier is fair because if I could just drink a tea to like cure my fatigue on any given, I
this
guess
is
you can.
absolutely-
My
Yeah.
question, would it
No
cure
side
cancer?
effects?
No side. Huh? Cure
Would it
cancer?
cure cancer?
It can't even cure colds. Like
No,
I know, but
it's
it cures
cure
all status
conditions.
effects but cold, so would it cure cancer?
Cancer status effect?
I mean, I guess yeah. You either do or don't have cancer, so that does make it a
So
status effect.
Relax Tea is the ultimate cure.
That you know what?
Except for colds.
We just got lawyered. That's you know what? That's
S
That's
tier.
actually yeah. When you say that, that is S tier.
It is absolutely
It's
S
joining
tier.
Kiko's brioche in S tier.
My brioche should belong in C
Four.
tier. It's so boring.
Shut
it's just
up.
it's just
so
an
good.
old
It's so
brioche.
good. It's so good.
Okay, next up, I don't know how I figured this one out. From Winx Club Love Potion Chocolates. So I'm going
fuck?
to give you context for this because no one remembers. Okay, so the effect is when you eat these chocolates, they're intended to cause the person who consumes them to fall in love with whoever gave them the chocolates. And in season 2, episode 18, The Heart of Cloud Tower, Stella gets her hands on these chocolates. And so that's the kind of plot. And they're enchanted in a playful and mischievous way that causes like instant infatuation, but the plan doesn't go smoothly when she tries to use them. So that's the plot of the episode. I want your guys' thoughts on infatuation chocolate.
It's giving non-consent, and that is
Yeah.
going into F tier.
That forget that feels like we need a crime tier.
Yeah.
See, because wasn't there something like this in Harry Potter?
There is, yes.
So I feel like this is a common thing I've seen, like of just
No, I
love
think
potion
that was
chocolate.
that was something like if you already had the feelings, it would bring it out or something.
No,
'Cause
no.
doesn't Ron take it?
No,
and something,
because,
or so, I don't remember.
No, because Romilda Vane tries to give it to Harry, and then also it's like, and then Ron accidentally eats it, but then also Voldemort's mother
Oh, you're right. Yes,
enchants his
Burrow.
father. Yeah, so
That's
yeah, it's
F
giving
tier.
non-consent. It's giving
Gulag.
Yeah, we need a gulag tier, and that's what this is.
See, here's my... I'm not defending it. I think they're stupid. I was really just trying to find... Because I asked you and Kiko and Kay about, like, favorite fantasy media, and Winx Club was on both of your lists. This is the only food I could find, because everything else was like, oh, it's like cake, but sparkles.
Cake
And
like
I'm
sparkles
no.
is S tier.
Yo,
I also feel like this is so out of the tone of Winx Club. for
yeah,
me.
it's a little
Like, it being a whole episode was, like, freaky.
yeah, it's a little much.
Yeah. Next is my favorite. Devil fruit from
S
One
tier.
Piece.
S tier.
Hold on. It's supernatural fruit scattered throughout the world. If you eat one, you get a unique ability, but you get at the cost of becoming weakened in bodies of water, losing the ability to swim. And with one notable exception, beings are limited to acquiring one devil fruit power. I am not going to spoil the exception for you because I know how much One Piece you guys have consumed.
Yeah, but question. So if you're bathing, like if you take a shower.
Are you swimming in your shower?
No, it's seawater.
Okay,
It's
seawater.
the ocean. You can't go in the ocean.
This is a immediate S tier. How
And
often
then-
am I going into bodies of
Yeah.
seawater? You know, I don't swim that much.
That's
So there are three
true.
types of devil fruits. You have paramecia, which is the superhuman abilities, vast array, zoan fruits, which turn you into animals, and logia, which are the rarest and most powerful, which can let you turn into a natural element. The thing is, it's supposed to be the worst thing you will ever eat in your life.
Imagine
a
eating
one-time
an
thing.
apple and becoming Jacob Black. Like,
Why
Literally,
Jacob?
how
Out of everything you chose, why was it?
because you could turn
No,
into animals.
I need you to. You're so dumb. You're so dumb.
Okay, well, I guess because it's like the worst thing you've ever eaten, I feel like that takes it from an S tier to an A tier.
It's like I don't think it's the worst thing. It's very
just doesn't
bitter
taste
and
good.
disgusting. And like it's awful to eat. Most people when they recreate it, they do like cake.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a cake. Yeah,
But-
I feel like the taste brings it down from an S to an A because I feel like an S tier would be something you could eat. It's good for you and it tastes good.
You get powers.
Yeah, you get, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you
It's
get,
a one-time eat.
right as a utility thing, sure, but it's also like there is a drawback to it.
Yeah, my whole thing with One Piece is you get this power and you just know you can't swim, but then you become a pirate. And I'm
That's-
like, why did you do that?
That's amazing. That's what's
honestly, that's-
he's
Oh, but
so
that's like
cool
a big
for that.
moment for
Iconic.
Luffy actually in the beginning because he loses his dream because of a mistake.
Okay.
Anyway, I have the stupidest thing. Once Upon a Time apples. So they're featured on ABC's Once Upon a Time and Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, and they first appear in the first season, in the first episode. And I'm thinking the poisoned apple specifically. So the poisoned apple as a fantasy food and iconic.
But you could also poison anything.
You know what's crazy though? Like everyone who eats a poison apple on that show, they never do it by mistake. They eat it like reluctantly. Like Snow White eats it because she knows that the evil queen's not gonna stop
Right.
chasing the people. Like Henry eats it because he knows that Regina's trying to kill his mom. Like nobody wants to eat this thing.
It's an F tier. It's a poison apple.
I don't
also,
think,
it's an apple.
okay, hold on. It is one of the most iconic food stuff.
But I don't want to eat it.
You don't want to eat it, but it's iconic. Like
It is. I mean, you
D tier.
I guess you
D-tier.
would put it. I guess
Iconic but nasty.
Iconic but nasty.
our nasty poison, nasty.
Yeah, poison's so nasty.
I mean, to be fair though, I love an apple turnover. Be so for real. Like
Wait, we're
poisoned
talking about the
apple
apple, not
It's
the
just
turnover.
apples.
But like, how much of the turnover are gonna taste if you immediately die, like go to sleep?
I
You only get
love
one bite.
these apples. Look at them.
Depends
They
on
are
Regina's
so
recipe.
good.
Wouldn't that help your insomnia problem?
F tier.
You're right. It doesn't kill you. It just puts you to sleep. F tier. It's melatonin. But
You're just
F
F
tier.
we're
tier
gonna move it up
apples.
to
F tier.
to S tier.
S tier.
Melatonin
melatonin.
apples.
It's
crazy.
medicine, not poison.
Okay, the next one is also really stupid, but you guys both asked for this media, so from Barbie Fairy Topia Magical Seaweed, Prince Nalu throws them special seaweed that lets them breathe underwater.
When you could have picked anything, you could have picked those like little cakes that they eat.
You said magical effect food, and also look at Prince Nalu.
Okay, this is immediate S tier. Like it's just seaweed and you can breathe underwater. So like that's,
Dog, have you eaten raw
that's-
seaweed?
no,
The
but
taste
like
is not it. Bro.
Yeah, but
I
there's no
Bibble
seaweed.
does
But
not
it's
like
not
the
like a-
seaweed. It's nasty.
you can cook it into things.
You could. Oh my god, magical sushi.
You can dry it and eat it. It never says it'll lose its abilities.
That's true. I guess if you turn this into magical sushi,
You can use it in seaweed soup.
I'm gonna call this B tier simply because it canonically does not taste good, and the ability to
How do you know it doesn't taste good?
Because
Bibble
Bibble
doesn't
doesn't
like
like
it. But
it.
Bibble's a
Bench.
Bibble is a little
Bench.
bench. He is iconic, but he is a little
bench.
Breathing underwater is like a mid power. I'm just gonna say.
You know, global warming is happening.
it's a. I'm
hate
sorry.
to
When the
say it,
ice
it's mid.
caps melt, we need
When the
seaweed.
ice caps melt,
I'm sorry. It's mid. Like you listen.
A tier.
The
A tier.
technology has evolved to a point where we don't necessarily need.
Are
this.
you kidding? The equipment you need to breathe. No, this is
Listen.
A
I'm
tier
just
for me.
saying, I will consent to a B tier.
No, it's A tier.
This
It's
is-
A
this is
tier.
B tier. Anna,
A
which
tier.
is it? Do you think it's A or B?
I think it's
You can breathe
A
underwater
because I feel like magical seaweed, not just from Barbie, is iconic.
That's you both are wrong.
Suffer, Kay.
That is wrong.
we are right.
Okay, this next one is broken. Like it's a broken item. I'm so confused. From Merlin, water from the cup of life. I didn't write water from the cup of life. You can sue me. I don't care. The cup of life is an immensely powerful magical artifact of the old religion, blessed by centuries of powerful sorcerers. It contains the secret of life itself and can be used to heal the dying, resurrect the dead, and create armies of undead.
Question: does it have side effects? That's
yeah,
an,
but
that's an
it's
S
just
tier right
fucking-
there.
It's just fucking
Forking.
water, though.
It's just look.
The water that has the secret of life
This is the
itself.
seaweed
Listen,
problem.
listen, we're ranking foods, right? You just pitched to me water, like
Water that can raise armies.
create armies of the undead.
Make you
man.
immortal? What was it?
Listen, immortality
Heal
is a
what wounds?
curse.
I mean, I don't think it's immortality. It can heal you.
Okay, heal you.
Heal the
I'm healthy,
dying.
like
This is
I think it's
S tier.
A or S.
You can raise armies of the dead. That is-
Also,
I'll
it doesn't
give
have to
you-
be water. You could put whatever you want in
listen,
the cup.
I'm not drinking magical Mio, all right? Like, look, I'll give you A tier because the effects are great, but I think for S tier, it has to also taste good.
All right,
and this
fine.
is just
S tier,
water.
S tier. What do we have on our S tiers?
Just relax, tea. And your brioche.
Y'all are not ranking these the way I thought you would.
What did you think we would rank?
I thought you would like this more.
I liked it.
It's just water.
She's just factually wrong.
okay. It's I'm sorry.
Okay, the
It's-
next one is actually good. Like, it
Debatable
would probably
not food.
taste good. From Pokemon berries.
Okay.
Okay.
So berries are small, juicy, fleshy fruit. A large quantity exists in the Pokemon world with a large range of flavors and effects. Many berries have become critical held items in battle, where their various effects include HP and status condition restoration, stat enhancement, and even damage negation. So the berries you see here are watermelon, blue ale, citrus, orange, grappa, la papa, etc, etc, etc. So just magical berries that help your friends.
So, can humans eat them?
I think they can.
Does it help us?
Probably. If it's like a healing berry for a Pokemon, why wouldn't it work for you?
A tier.
Okay, I'm gonna say B tier only because in the games I thought that they looked good, but as I'm looking at it right now,
Yo,
I feel
Brock's
like
food
that
looks so good every time.
I was this close to putting jelly donuts on this
I
side.
mean, that would have been really funny, but it's a picture of onigiri. They just kind of look.
Well, that's just a pear and a lemon and a blueberry. Oh, Kiko hates blueberries.
Yeah,
Yeah. I hate pears too.
canonically hate berries.
I canonically hate pears too.
Yeah, I feel like it's B tier. Like the effects are good. It just does not. Like
Yeah,
I
I-
just
yeah.
looking at that, it makes me think it's gonna taste
But like
so
you can
sour.
make them into food. Like it'd be great in a tart.
You do use berries for like food in Pokemon, and they also have effects.
Ew.
Like
Yeah, you
Brock
can
made
use
stuff out
berries.
of
like
it.
the Poke Puffs.
Brock does
Look, I just
stuff.
feel like it's a B tier type.
Yeah, honestly, it's not that exciting. the fruits look colorful. Not fruits. The berries look colorful though.
Yeah.
I listen. If my Pokemon was dying and I had to
But
pick
we
a
don't
fancy
got
food-
we don't got
Pokemon. Maybe
Pokemon.
like could we give it to our pets? But I'm not sending my pet to like into Pokemon battles.
If
you know?
I gave my bunny a pecha berry, what would happen?
Your bunny? I don't know. But they just look like they would taste bad.
I mean,
it's giving you devil fruit.
they have
right?
flavors.
A little bit.
Yeah,
A little bit.
I'll concede to B tier.
I don't know what the next one is.
Exciting.
Oh, I do. From The Legend of Zelda
Oh.
curry rice. So here's why it's here. It's made to get by cooking Hylian rice and Goron spice together in a cooking pot. And plain curry can be eaten to restore 2 hearts. And they sell for 20 rupees. It's a favorite all over Hyrule. And it's a simple dish with a flavor that people don't get tired of. But you can also modify it throughout the game. So you can make hearty curry rice, you can make hasty curry rice, you can make spicy curry rice, you can make electro curry rice, you can make mighty curry rice, chili curry rice. It is a food that you can change consistently. It heals you, it has effects, and it tastes good.
I feel like it's in between S and A
Right? Like,
because it's curry rice, but like it does things to it, but it's also not that exciting. But you can modify it too.
it's not the most exciting, but curry rice in general just tastes so good.
Yeah.
So it's like if you get like a magical effect from eating something that's just already good.
So I guess we could put it in S tier.
really, I would put that in A tier. 'cause
Or no,
I
I thought I was just gonna put it in S tier for y'all because you love Zelda so much.
Nah.
But I didn't know you felt this way about.
like I absolutely love curry rice. But I just
It
feel
takes
like
so long to make.
it takes so long to make, but it also like the effects that you get in game. It's
Would
not
you
like
have to use
life-changing.
specific? You would have to use that specific like spice and what
Oh,
is
yeah.
it?
It
Right.
is
Yeah.
Goron spice, so it is unique to Zelda, which I'm a bit confused about because if it's only made of rice and spice, how'd you get the curry?
Yeah, where's the broth, man?
What are those vegetables, Link?
That's so true.
Where are you farming
sus
these
as hell.
vegetables in the middle of the
Sus
wild?
as hell. Okay, this next one, y'all tell me if this is real. Amphifruit from the Innkeeper Chronicles.
If it is, I don't remember.
So, this fruit is used in several dishes and drinks. It has a slightly sour but refreshing taste, making it both versatile and savory. and sweet dishes. It's commonly served to guests of different alien species who enjoy its flavor. It's used in both One Fell Swoop and Sweep of the Blade, the fourth book, and it's popular with many alien species for its unique sourness, and Dina uses it to create drinks and sauces.
You know, that's a solid B tier. Like, it's not harming
is.
anyone. It's literally universally appealing.
But it doesn't sound like it does anything.
It's just sour.
Listen, I looked
you
up
can make
this
a key lime
series and the
pie.
first thing that came up was coffee.
I also don't like sour foods.
I think this is just lemons, no?
Yeah, it's just like a citrus thing.
I think this is a C tier food.
Fine. C tier. C for citrus.
Wait. I'm so confused by the Innkeeper Chronicles because I was like looking it up and I have is it just like house sim?
Kind of. A little bit, yes. It's literally just...
I feel like you would
the
enjoy
inns-
it.
Yeah, the inns are like living creatures, and then the innkeepers can shape the inn to be whatever to suit their
You're like
guests'
bonded
needs.
to an inn.
Yeah, and so like...
they're described like almost like a tree. You have
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
It's like a symbiotic relationship.
Oh
And
my
like while
God.
you live... Like while the innkeeper is
Like
in
Monster
the inn...
House?
Kind of, but like while the innkeeper is in the inn, it's... they're basically like a god. So...
That's nice. No, yeah, there's not much like...
I know there is
Things I could
when I
find for
think of
food.
food in the innkeeper, I do think of the time that what's his face tries to make the McDonald's burger.
Yeah, the
from
McDonald's
scratch.
burger and like
That's
the
so
lemon
iconic.
poppy seed muffin or whatever.
Yeah.
He like tries it
God.
for the first time and like
Yeah.
goes like just
Or
source
Dina's
heaven.
apple cake, yeah. But I don't. care about
I
that.
mean, coffee and pancakes were the first thing that popped up when I looked up this franchise.
Yeah.
So it took me a while, but
Or-
I think I like an interesting science fruit.
or Funyuns is also featured.
Funyuns.
S
Yeah.
tier Funyuns.
Okay, the next one, cannibalism from Super Mario, the Super Mushroom, originally known as the Magic Mushroom, also known as the Power Booster Mushroom, a power-up mushroom. It's a red mushroom with white spots that serves a particular function depending on the game in which it's found. Its most common effect is turning small Mario into his super form, which allows him to smash through bricks and take an extra hit from enemies. In other games, it can heal him. There's also the poison mushroom, so just mushrooms.
It's just basically
Nasty
Magic
but
mushrooms.
iconic.
Nasty.
Not fun.
Cannibalism.
I do feel like it looks like it tastes so bad. Like,
Yeah, like honestly, a red mushroom.
Why does it have eyes?
You're not eating red mushrooms with white
Because
spots.
it's the Mushroom Kingdom. I'm sorry, this is cannibalism.
This
This is nasty but iconic.
Nasty. Yeah, you know what? I'm with
It
you
is
on
just
that.
a mushroom.
This is like the adipose thing.
Yeah,
like,
this
Like,
is-
y'all are really against mushrooms?
I love
we
mushrooms.
love mushrooms.
So what's wrong with eating a mushroom?
You're the one who said it was cannibalism.
It has eyes. I don't know what to tell you. No, I don't want to eat it.
Well, if you turn it around,
Nasty.
then you
don't have to look at it while you eat it. No,
turn it around.
no, and like I don't know. The effects are cool, but nothing to write home about. You know.
like I don't really. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
well, if it's small Mario, does it just make you big and indestructible?
Sort of, but not really.
Okay, so what do y'all think?
Yeah, I think nasty but
Nasty but
iconic.
Nasty, but iconic. It truly is. I was going to do Princess Peach's cake,
Now see that would have been like,
but it doesn't
Forking.
thing, and I kind of hate Peach's like, I baked a cake for you, Mario.
get
Forked.
like,
Next, from Psych Cuatros Quesos Dos Fritos. This is potatoes stuffed with 4 cheeses, deep fried, breaded, and refried, nestled on a bed of ancho sour cream and crispy bacon. I'm using the Binging with Babish recipe. It looks amazing, and they first make their appearance in the episode Truer Lies, and then have further appearances throughout. And Truer Lies is the 14th episode of season 3, where Sean and Gus must prove that a pathological liar is telling them the truth in order to stop an assassination plot. So
the way that I already remember one episode.
I know. Iconic but nasty.
Nasty.
I don't
I would
know.
eat these.
Iconic but will kill you. Iconic but will
See,
put
here's
you
the thing.
in the statistic of.
I feel like we need a tier of I want to eat this, but
I don't want it to take effect in my body.
does nothing. Like does nothing for you, but do want it. Like only makes your life worse, but I do want to
See,
eat
here's
it.
Like,
my
that is a
pitch for
heart
why
attack
it's
in a
like
plate.
what the effect could be. And I remember in this episode, this helped Sean and Gus have belief in the pathological
no.
liars, so it kind of like
No.
extends honesty.
No, this is we need a tier that is I want to eat it, but it will kill me.
That's iconic but nasty.
It's not nasty. Iconic. It's
Fine,
just
I-
iconic, I feel.
A tier.
A tier is crazy. I would call this a B.
Iconic but will kill you.
Iconic, but will kill you. I think.
Oh, wait, so then Ambrosia moved that there. Iconic, but it will kill you.
Oh, that's true. I guess we could just put it in C tier. I really do feel like it's a C tier food. Like,
all right. Yeah.
I want to eat this, but also we did eat this. We made this once.
It's really good.
It's really good.
I thought you said you guys couldn't eat it or like couldn't make it or it didn't exist.
No, we did make it. We made it for Thanksgiving last year, actually.
I'm going to pitch at the
good.
end of all of these. Maybe we go back and see because we keep adding tiers.
We'll move some stuff if we need
We'll
to.
move some stuff. We'll see. Okay, next. From Dune, melange. It is the most essential and valuable commodity in the universe. It's a drug that gives the user a longer lifespan, greater vitality, and heightened awareness. And in some humans, the spice can unlock prescience, a form of precognition based in genetics, but made possible by use of the drug in larger doses. Other functions of prescience makes safe and accurate interstellar travel possible. However, it is also highly addictive, and withdrawal is fatal. Harvesting melange is also hazardous in the extreme, as its only known source is the harsh desert in the planet Arrakis, which is guarded by giant sandworms. So,
Yeah, this is
drugs.
F tier.
I think I feel
is
like this
some
might
F-tier
be
bullshit.
iconic, but will kill you. I mean, but also S tier at the same time, but because it's advantageous.
I'm happy to put this in nasty but iconic.
Nasty. I thought it would be
You think this
iconic, but
tastes
will kill
good?
you.
Oh, I didn't create that tier. I can.
Either one of the iconics.
See, I hate the Dune franchise. The only reason I picked melange was because it is
It's
like
good.
it is iconic, but it reminds me of Spice from Critical Role.
You spice?
You Spice, and that was why I decided to add it.
I feel like
What it unlocks is
Okay.
pretty incredible.
what I iconic but nasty is like the food is awesome but would taste absolutely awful. Nasty but iconic is like it's bad, it probably tastes bad, but it's like iconic for what it is. So I feel
It
like
might
this
be
is
nasty
bad
but
and
iconic.
tastes bad, but
I think nasty but iconic. I feel like it's like in the tier between those.
I do
because what it can unlock is pretty incredible, right? Like none of these have that sort of.
I think it's also a huge risk because it's so highly addictive, and if you stop eating it, it's like gonna kill you. So
I mean,
the cons really are cons here.
yep.
this is true.
The cons are conning.
Yeah,
but like
I'm-
the pros are also proing. Like
Look, I'm just saying I don't like Dune either, so I'm happy to put it in nasty bit.
but I'm so glad we're gonna watch this together.
That's
Dune
so
2.
crazy. Moving
But
on.
okay.
Moving on.
And the third movie's coming out.
So wait, where did it
many-
rank?
Nasty but
Nasty but
iconic.
iconic.
Narcy, but icon. I mean,
I'm
drugs.
keeping track. I'm keeping
Yeah.
track. Don't
Okay.
worry about
The
it.
next one from the Elder Scrolls franchise, Sweet Rolls. Sweet Roll is a pastry-like treat found in multiple locations within Skyrim. With the addition of Elder Scrolls 4 Hearthfire add-on, Sweet Rolls can be crafted in the oven with the following ingredients: salt, milk, flour, butter, and chicken eggs, and it restores hearts.
This is
Okay, it looks disgusting, but I like the concept of a sweet roll, you know, and it does things for you.
this is
so
a terrible picture. There are better pictures of this thing.
It looks
This is what happens when you look up Sweet Roll and you pull it from the official database. So fight me, Kay.
yeah, okay.
Oh, that's crazy.
Fight
I mean,
me.
it's basically like a cinnamon roll, right?
It is
Like,
just a cinnamon roll, but no cinnamon.
cinnamon rolls are
B
good.
tier?
I'd say B tier.
It's iconic. It's healing. It heals you. So,
Oh, okay, so
I
that-
mean, if I
yeah.
eat a cinnamon roll, I don't feel happy. I'm happy in the moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't write
Yeah.
home about a cinnamon roll, but I like them.
I like them. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, B tier.
Solid
I think
B
is fair.
tier.
Yeah.
Okay, we're coming close to the end here.
Ooh.
So we've only got a couple left. This next one is specifically for Kay. And then Kiko, you might also get the fangirl from this. From Leverage, we have Elliot's sandwich.
S tier.
So, the description of the sandwich, this shows up in The Office Job, which is kind of a spoof of The Office. Amazing episode, fully recommend it, in which Elliot describes this sandwich, and he thinks that Hardison ate it. Hardison refuses that he ate the sandwich, but spoiler alert, he did! So, how Elliot prepares the sandwich is he takes thinly sliced turkey and pan-sears it with some sweet Maui onions, and then puts a slice of dill, Havarti cheese, and another slice of an heirloom tomato, and all of that goes on an everything bagel, and he makes his own garlic and green onion cream cheese spread. So this is the best.
That's just
sorry.
perfect. And he uses
I'm
Havarti
sorry.
too. That is
I know. I know.
Yum.
Technically, it doesn't give you any magical effects.
no, it definitely does. Absolutely.
But I'm still
in my
putting this
mind.
in S tier.
That's
I'm
S tier.
sorry.
Straight
This is-
S tier.
So I think you could argue that the effect is, it was like a premier plot point. It was so important in The Office Job.
Listen, you don't have to pitch it to us. It's going in S tier regardless if it gives you
Yeah.
magic effects. I'm
But I was
sorry.
trying to think of like other iconic foods from Leverage.
This is the most iconic. For
his
sure.
orange things.
The orange
his high
soda.
C, what is it?
Orange soda. Brother.
Orange soda.
That would be
maybe
an
it's just
F
general.
tier.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Hardison, but that is F tier.
No, I need to shout out this sandwich because look at that.
that looks delicious.
Guys, it is really close to lunchtime, and I'm incredibly
No,
hungry.
my stomach's been grumbling for the past 30 minutes, and if it's picking up, that's so funny.
So let's wrap up with the last food. This one's a little like wholesome. From Redwall, we have hot root soup. Redwall is my childhood. So hot root soup is a very spicy soup dish favored by otters. However, many other creatures enjoy it too. The main components of the soup are river or pond shrimp, often referred to as water shrimp, leek, onions, and a fiery spice known as hot root pepper. Hot root pepper or dish nettle pepper gives the dish its spicy kick, and additional ingredients and spices can include bulrush, garlic, potatoes, horseradish, reed mace, starwort, mare's tail, and burr reed. The pitch that I got for looking up this was I looked up what are the most iconic foods you want to eat from fantasy, and this popped up a lot. I was actually really shocked. I barely remember it, but it also, they say, gives warrior courage. So maybe
That's cute.
wholesome soup that makes you excited. I felt like this was a good note to end on of just sweet soup.
First of all,
I
love
haven't
Red.
read Redwall.
Dude, if you're ever in the mood for just like a comfy kids story, like Redwall is so good.
the show is so good too.
I grew up on I read something different that was a cozy kids thing, but mine wasn't Redwall, but it looks like an animal main character, like in an animal world.
Yeah.
I would love that.
It's so cute. I love it.
But I'm gonna be so honest, the soup itself, I hate shrimp.
I'm assuming I
I
would
hate shrimp.
not.
It's spicy too. That's F tier for me. I can't even eat this.
I don't think it's like, I'm not going to count shrimp because I don't eat shrimp
Okay,
either.
then I'll put it.
Like a spicy, wholesome vegetable soup that you eat
What
with your
would you guys put
friends
it in?
after a hard battle or like before you go
I
to
don't know.
war.
I think that this is probably a B tier for me
Yeah.
because I feel like it's just like a really hearty soup. It gives you some benefits, but I would just want to just enjoy it. Oh yeah. I'll demolish
Yeah.
a nice bowl of soup. Like, damn.
I'm not a soup person, if I'm being honest.
You're
but,
wrong for that, but
But I would, if it gave me courage, yeah, why not? I'll put it in B tier too.
I had like a whole phase while I was doing keto that were like
No,
all
yeah.
I ate is just soup.
Yeah,
because
I
it's
know
just
your
so-
soup phase was funny.
Listen, it is Thanksgiving season. Soup is
season.
the vibe. It is really soup season. I don't know. When I was looking up all of my like little research points, this one just kind of hit me in the heart. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
You know what kind of reminds me of that like cream based soup from the old Thumbelina movie?
oh my God, I would die to drink that.
Yeah, see that's some S tier shit.
Sure.
Like,
No, that's amazing. I had so many options. I will keep expanding this.
Yeah, you got any honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions that didn't make this list. 1,000 things from Harry Potter popped up.
That's
like
fair.
butterbeer, and then there was also these like fizzy wizzy candies or
Oh,
something.
yeah, those.
The candies from Willy Wonka that make you
Yeah, there's
fly.
so
So
much
much in
from
Willy
Willy
Wonka.
Wonka.
There was a lot of stuff from Lord of the Rings also had a couple of things. A lot of potions really popped up on the list, like consistently. Like feel the lucky potion. I'm not even gonna fucking try to
The
say it.
Felice.
There's a lot
Felice
of things.
Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. From Psych, pineapples also popped up a lot. And the one that I was gonna troll Kiko with, but I decided to be a good friend, was I was gonna put Clorox wipes from Monk.
That's so funny.
Because
Yo, if Monk could eat Clorox wipes, he would.
He would 100% drink bleach and he would mean it. Like, I tried to pick more of like fantasy
Yeah,
magical
yeah,
foods.
yeah.
If we're just talking iconic foods, creme de la Edgar.
From what?
That's from Aristocats. Eh?
Oh.
No, I would love to try that like fizzy soda from the BFG.
Oh my God, yes, that like.
The peach from James and the Giant Peach.
I would eat that peach.
Disgusting.
I would eat that peach.
Disgusting.
No, there's like a lot of like very iconic foods and fantasy stuff. But this is what I put together, and y'all can fight me. I don't care.
No, I love this
Turkish
list.
delights from Narnia.
Oh, wait,
Okay,
that's
that
an
was
S
just
tier.
straight. I had Turkish delights on the list, and I was like, actually, fuck that, because I hate them.
No, they're not good.
That's
dude.
an S tier for me. I've never had one, and I have no desire
It's
to have
so
one.
gross.
No,
they're not
I know the recipe, and I know I would hate it, but it's S tier purely for the iconic but nasty.
I have some sitting in my fridge right now if you want to try.
Yeah, if you want to, we can go eat Turkish delights.
No, like I have no desire to eat them. I know I wouldn't like it
Yeah.
from the recipe.
I did not realize that it was like literally her giving him crack cocaine. Because
Yeah,
everyone
pretty much.
makes fun of him for it, but yeah, Turkish Delight's effect is just like it's highly addictive. It makes you do things. So it's
it's
literally
that's crazy.
cocaine. She gave a kid drugs.
It's supposed to be a whole like Christian allegory thing,
Listen.
Oh God, not the Christian allegories.
It's
Okay.
a Christian book. It's
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
the book, the ultimate Christian book.
Okay, guys, though. Anna, thank you so much for this.
This was
amazing.
a swallowed list.
Swollen list.
Swallowed.
But I think that'll wrap it up for us in the main topic. Our last segment, as per usual, is low expectations, whether that's low expectations for ourselves or low expectations for the trash media that we're potentially about to consume.
Yo, I've been saying this for the past like 5 episodes. I still haven't read Gideon the Ninth.
Buddy, I think it's not happening.
It's been in my like current collection in my Kindle for such a long time.
Kiko, what do you think about Doom 4?
Doom 4 is in my DNF. No, like maybe DNS did not start.
It didn't come out yet.
Will not start. Yeah, exactly. I'm
Not
I'm
the audacity to take Abhishek Bachchan out of Doom 4.
Did they actually?
Yeah, he's not in it.
Yeah.
That's
That's the drama.
funny.
Oh, I wanted your guys' thoughts on the news that the new season of Good Omens has been canceled. It's going to just be a long episode.
That's my low expectation. How are they going to wrap the whole thing up in 90 minutes? Like, I understand. I think
they
I'm
might do
still
like
disappointed.
an everything. They won't like show everything that happened while they were like, they'll just do like an after type. Like,
I don't know. Look, this whole situation is very disappointing. Good Omens was one of my favorite shows, like, of all time. And
yeah, but I think
But we do not excuse.
no, we don't. Like, it's unfortunate.
like,
And there's only one person to blame.
yeah, and it's also not the end of the world that a show has been canceled for
No.
this reason, But it is like,
It's highly disappointing
Yeah.
still.
I think for me, I specifically am looking forward to the reunion show of Love is Blind, the newest season. I am dating this and I don't care. I need to see the reunion.
Yeah, we did. Jumping back to current events for a sec, we did watch all of Love is Blind. I don't usually watch reality TV, but I enjoy like the commentary videos of reality TV. So I did watch Love is Blind. That show needs to
you
end
get
already.
it. You get it now?
No, I don't.
I never
Actually,
watched it.
we watched it, and honestly, okay, I don't know if it's just this season because I've seen stuff of other seasons, but this season specifically, like literally every couple is problematic except for Taylor and Garrett. Like
Taylor and Garrett all the way.
Our goals, couple goals.
No, because I need to see this reunion show because I need answers.
it's for real.
I need answers.
Yo, that last episode though, like Marissa crying so hard over
Fork.
Boy Ramsey's like really like the
never
fakest
Asshole.
like
He's just like, but like I don't want to risk getting divorced again. I'm like, ho, you haven't even been married yet.
Oh. You got to listen to the audacity of this man where she tells him that she wants to move up the timeline on them having kids. And he says, I want to wait 3 to 5 years. And then she says, I don't want to go back on birth control because it causes like really bad side effects for me.
Yeah.
And he says, well, I don't want to wear condoms, so you got to figure it out.
He needs to go and take a nice long visit into the gulag. He needs to move to the gulag.
Yeah.
Truly
honestly.
gulag worthy behavior. But no,
No,
I need
he
that
has a
reunion
lot of gulag. A lot of honestly underrated. I don't think people talk about it enough. Tim infuriated me.
Tim? Which one was Tim?
Tim and Alex, the guy where he broke up with her for sleeping when his parents showed up.
Oh my God, him. Okay, listen. I have done that. I have slept when important people have showed up. If sometimes you're just tired.
No,
And like
yeah.
she was there with them for the whole 8 hours they were there. 4 hours, whatever.
Yeah, and she took a nap. And no, but like just the way he talked to her in general, like he did not give a shit
Sure.
about her. Like I don't know, he made me so angry too.
Tim was a menace.
Oh, I have one high expectation, and we can wrap this up. A new thing of white collar is coming.
Oh yeah,
yes,
people.
the new season.
I know they'll do Mossy justice. I know, I have faith. I know I won't have any disappointment in white collar. Whatever
Anything
it
to
does,
see
I
Matt
will
Bomer.
be happy. And that is it for me.
That wraps it up for us, guys. High expectations. I don't know how high they're really going to be, but we hope.
You're
Yeah.
not looking forward to the next season of Mormon Wives?
Listen, just reality TV is just not for me, I think. So thank you everybody for listening. You can follow us.
On Less Than a Day Pod on Instagram. Our email is lessthanadaypod@gmail.com. And you can follow us on Stargraph and Goodreads. And we're on YouTube now. So check that out if you want. Subscribe, please.
You can see Prince Nalu and why
And you
I
can
added
see-
the seaweed.
No.
And you can see the presentation on YouTube too.
Yep, and our finalized tier list as well. So thanks everyone for listening. Thank you, Anna, for being here. Thank you again for the PowerPoint. It was amazing.
Thank you for working hard.
Thank you for working so hard for my dumb projects.
I know.
Whatever. I appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.